Hi, and welcome to the Guardian Way. Today's episode 124, deals with a little bit more of a unique situation. This is going to highlight a unique capability that Guardian Protection Force has got, having its own internal monitoring and alert system. Our co-producer, of course, for our series is Garrett Thomas, the founder of Guardian Protection Force. Good morning, Garrett.
Good morning.
So, Garrett, we talked about this a couple weeks ago, and I think this is important for our audience to understand that there's a difference in security firms and their capability to respond quicker, to be more precise and accurate relative to the fact that you guys have your own internal system that's manned 24/7, correct?
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of people go out and they hire, third parties. They have people remotely in Indonesia or Philippines or somewhere else. They're monitoring systems, and then they're contacting, law enforcement. We know a lot of law enforcement today is not responding to certain alarms, certain camera systems, things like this. They're not responding at all. So yeah, there's a big benefit to having a company who can do all of those things and couple them together. And so yeah, we'll talk about that.
Great. Okay, well, why don't you take us through some of these major points that really set you apart from other security firms?
Yeah, real-time threat detection and immediate response. I hear from a lot of clients that are coming to us that, hey, they got a camera system, they've got some sort of company, they have something, and they got an alert, and the next day they see some sort of report that says, hey, you were broken into last night. Well, that's really frustrating, right? There's nothing going on in real time. A real-time threat detection and immediate response is, far more great than, dealing with it afterwards. Centralized command and operational control. The more people you get involved, the more that can go wrong. If you hire, a company for one part of it and then another part, and then you have some sort of other company that responds to this, there's a lot that could go wrong there. We find that happening all the time where, phone lines aren't working, people can't get in touch with the response team, and so there's issues there. A 24/7 monitoring center provides a single hub for managing all security operations. So Guardian has a GSOC here, a Global Security Operations Center here, and everything's controlled in-house. So you don't have to worry about, who's controlling what, who's doing this part. We could take care of it all. Enhance guard effectiveness and oversight. So field guards benefit from real-time support and direction from the monitoring center. So when we have dispatchers who are on the phone with them, explaining to them what's going on there, they can relay from the customer or people who are calling in and relay to the officer out in the field what they're seeing, what they're going to be dealing with. They're obviously benefiting from that. They're more equipped with the knowledge in real time. Data collection and reporting and risk intelligence. So we're able to collect all that data and be able to give clear and concise reports to our clients. And so therefore, we can come up with proactive risk management. Alternatively, if you don't have all that data and you're just getting little snippets of information, you might not be equipped with everything you need to know what kind of measures to take. Premium service positioning. Offering 24/7 monitoring alleviates a security firm from a basic guard service to a comprehensive security solution provider. A lot of companies, might not have availability for 24/7. Maybe they only have night shifts available. I know a lot of companies are only doing night shifts for patrol services. They're not covering 24/7. So obviously, this is a great benefit to the client, and I hope that people take advantage of it.
This is great information. I'm sure our audience can get something out of this when they're looking at the difference between different security firms and who they might use. Garrett, why don't you sign us off on our episode today? Take us back again through some of the security services that Guardian does provide, and sign us off for our next podcast next week.
Absolutely. Yeah, the no fee site assessment. Call us today. We also do workplace violence prevention training, and in California, it's now a requirement. AI camera solutions, garden patrol services, security operations plans and assessments, contentious termination services, and executive protection. Well, until next time, stay safe and we'll see you then.